Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the thumbnail and checking out this video. So in this video today, we are going to take a look at how the next NHL season might play out, what it'll look like. They're talking about a lot realigning the divisions. So this is my take on kind of what I've gathered, what I've read. I know there's a lot of different options out there, but this is my idea for what they might do. And I'm going to start off by reading a quote from Bill Daly. Bill Daly is the deputy commissioner for the NHL, and he said this on Friday, October 23rd. I'm filming this on Monday, the 26th. So, from Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly, the goal is to start January 1st and to play a full season. Having said that, we also recognize, depending on a host of different things, that it could take a different form, and we might not be playing a full season. We might not be playing into the summer. We might not be starting January 1st. So there is still a lot of uncertainty. So, in other words, they don't really know exactly what's going to happen right now. But there's a lot of talk about Canadian division realigning in the states, having 4 hubs, not being a bubble though, like not being prisoner style. So let's get into that. So this is once again my idea of how they should realign it, and what it should look like. And all right, let's get right into it without delay. Okay, so for me, there's a lot of talk about the realignment, right? So the talk is there's 4 divisions right now. So there's talk about 4 divisions, 8 teams in 3 divisions, and the Canadian division would have 7 teams because there's 7 Canadian teams. So what I did was I went on the map and took a look to see if the alignment that I've seen people predict, if it makes any sense. And to me, it didn't totally. And I'll tell you the truth, it's not really easy to align in the States into 3 nice, easy, simple divisions. Now I get this though. Since it's going to be in a hub, it doesn't really matter because there's not going to be a lot of travel. So that might be taken into account. So there might only be 4, but for me, I've got 5. 4 divisions of 6 and 1 division of 7, the 7 Canadian teams. Now, it might not be how it works out, but this is how I see it playing out. So we're going to start with the divisions themselves. So 5 regional divisions, that would mean 5 hubs, a hub for each division. There would be only divisional play. I wrote that down here somewhere. So yeah, a second. Divisional play only. So that means all teams play only in their division. And in this case, anybody hoping to see Max Domi come to Montreal or play against Montreal this coming season, that's not going to happen. I don't see that happening. Unless things get exceptionally better between now and January 1st or a later date depending on when they start. I don't see that happening, so we'll have to wait till another season for that. So, Canadian division, obviously, that's easy. Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. That's easy because there's only 7 teams in Canada. Now, the travel's going to be pretty hectic there. I mean, East Coast having to travel to the West Coast often. So I'm wondering if they might have, when a team goes to the, that's if they travel to, in Canada, they might travel to each other's stadiums. So if that's the case, they might have back-to-back games every time you visit a team, or it'll be in the hub, and then we don't have this travel problem. So it's going to be one of those 2 things where they're going to travel around regionally only in their division, or they're going to have hubs. So that, I'm not sure how they're going to play it, and I think it can go either way. So we've got the Canadian division. Central North, I've got one called Central North. Minnesota, Chicago, St. Louis, Columbus Blue Jackets, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. And that kind of, it takes the teams in the central. So I don't mean in the center, but center. So you got Center North, Center South. Center South has Washington, Dallas, Nashville, Tampa, Florida, and Carolina. Not perfect, but they're all in the South, pretty much. Eastern Conference, Buffalo, Boston, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, New Jersey Devils, and Philadelphia Flyers. And the Western Conference, which that's pretty easy because these guys are all pretty well grouped together. Colorado, Arizona, Vegas Golden Knights, LA Kings, Anaheim Ducks, and the San Jose Sharks. So I see this would be a good way of doing it for me. I don't know. They might just flip it around and you'll have an Eastern, Western, Central, and Canadian division, and they'll be different. But this is my idea. So they've also said 82 games. I don't see how they're going to get 82 games in, honestly, especially when they're considering a start date of maybe February 1st or even later. It's either January 1st, they're looking at February 1st, and maybe anything in between, maybe a little later. I don't see how they get 82 games in. It's going to have to be really compressed. But a good option is 60 or 48. They've played 48 games in lockout seasons, so they can do the 48 games. They've had Stanley Cup playoffs after that, and that's it's okay in a lockout season. I don't see why it wouldn't be okay here, especially if they're trying to get the season in so that they can start the next one on time. So they're going to want to finish around April, May, get the playoffs in, and be able to start again in October. So I think that's what they're looking at. So I really don't see 82 games, but I do see 60 or 48. And like I said, January 1st or February 1st, somewhere in between. Hard to tell exactly, but I think it's going to be somewhere one of those dates. It's definitely going to be a compressed schedule, even if they go with 48. That would probably be because they're starting February 1st, 48 game schedule. They want to come out so February, March, April, and May, and they want to be done by May, so 4 months. So that's the only one that wouldn't be as compressed. If you do 60, you'd be somewhat compressed. If you do 82, you're going to be very compressed. Or you're going to be playing into the summer, one of the two. So, since I've got 5 divisions, it's 5 hubs for the regular season, not prisoner style bubble. What I mean by that is they'll be able to go back to their hotels. It'll be separate. The bubble will be at the arena itself, and they'll be able to go back and forth. That way they'll be able to see their families and stuff. Because think about it. A season's going to take about 7 months right to the end of the playoffs. You're going to be asking these guys to not see their families, to not leave a bubble for 7 months. Don't think that's going to be agreed upon, because it has come out that it wasn't all that pleasant in the bubble for the playoffs. The players didn't really enjoy it overall. They felt like prisoners. That's why I call it prisoner style. That's why it's being called prisoner style. And I don't think they do that for the regular season. I do, however, see the two playoff hubs and doing it the prisoner style where everybody has to stay there. Now, that could depend, though, if it goes really well during the regular season and they're not having any cases, then they might continue to do it that way in the playoffs as well and allow the families around and give them a little bit more freedom. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, if you're doing this, now remember, all teams, they're kind of jumbled around, right? So you can't really do divisional playoffs after, right? So wild cards probably are out of the question in this style. Even if you do 4 divisions, it's still going to be the same thing. They're going to be kind of jumbled because you're doing it regionally and it's not exactly the same. So I figured top 8 in each conference make the playoffs, regardless of their division, and no wild card races. I can't see how they do that. So they'd play their whole season in their division, and then at that point, you go to the playoff hubs, and you, depending on, top 8 teams, so you wouldn't have a playoff race. It wouldn't be the 3 teams in each division and 2 of the rest of the teams qualifying. Top 8 teams makes it simple, and I think that's how you would do it this year. When you're juggling the divisions, that's going to be how you're going to have to do it. So I think this is what it's going to look like, really. Just a simple, easy look at what I think this will look like. It'll be 5 divisions or 4. Might not take I don't think they're going to watch my video and go, hey, that guy had a really good idea. But I have a feeling they're talking about multiple ways to do the divisional realignment. I don't think it's just set in stone. It's going to be 4. That's it. I'm sure he mentions in the article that I read that there so many options that they're looking at. So I don't think it's written in stone that it's got to be 4, and I think that this might work out a little better, and it might allow you to do some travel city to city instead of doing the bubbles. So we'll see how that works out, or the hubs, I should say. So I think that's what I wanted to show you for the video. Now, if you're a regular viewer to my channel, I wanted to add a little bit more to this video. I'm gonna just let you know what's coming up for the week, and I want to talk about Movember. Movember is coming up. If you don't know what Movember is the Men's Health Awareness Month. So what we do is we shave off our mustaches, in my case, beard and mustache, and you regrow the mustache over the month. If you don't have a beard and mustache, well, you grow a mustache over the month in support and raising money. You get people to sponsor you and all that kind of stuff. So I happen to have a hockey podcast, and we're doing, I guess the hockey podcasters are doing a raising money for this. So if you're interested in that, in helping to support that, once November starts, in all my videos in the description there will be a link where you can go and donate and can check everything out. And you'll see me I'm going to shave on Saturday or Sunday morning, and you're going to see me for the first time without a beard and mustache, and over the month I will regrow it back as quickly as possible, because it's been, I don't know when the last time it was where I had a fully shaven face. So I don't know how much I'm going to like it. I don't know how ugly I'm going to look afterward. And, well, we'll see how that works out. So please check it out. And I hope you'll support the cause through the channel. Also, okay, so new videos coming this week. I'm going to be doing a career video of Larry Robinson. I just did one recently on Saku Koivu. They don't do that well normally as far as view counts, but we're in the off season. There's not a lot to talk about right now, and this is the time of the year when I bring out these kind of videos. I'm going to be doing a Habs odds and ends, which means kind of news of the day, all the little stories I've been missing over the last week or so. I'm going to try to gather them up, put them in one video, and just talk about what's been going on. And there'll be other videos, not just those two. For members only, I'm going to do one of my hockey poems for members only. So I'm going to sit down this week and write that out, and as soon as that's done, it's going to be out there. So hopefully, members, you'll check out that video, because I've got a bunch of videos out there. You guys aren't watching them, but I'm still going to keep putting them out there. You're also going to be getting the career of Shane Corson. So I'm going to do the Shane Corson career video just for the members. So if you're not a member yet and you're maybe interested, hit that join button underneath there, and that'll give you all the info you need to know about joining and becoming a Talking Habs member. Starts as low as $1.99, and for that you get members only live stream. You get all these members only videos and a couple of other perks, and there are 3 different levels, so you can choose which one suits you. So there you go. Also, members only and Saturday night hockey live streams. So don't forget about that. We're gonna get back to the once a week members only live stream this week, and we always do the Saturday night hockey talk live stream. That doesn't stop. So hopefully you guys will check that out, and that's what's upcoming for this coming week. And hope you like the video. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate that. While you're doing that, leave any comments you may have about my take on the season and how it might look. And let me know what your ideas are, and do that in the comment section down below. And as always, if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, which is down there, and ring that notifications bell. That's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. I appreciate that you took the time to do that. And stay safe out there, and peace out, everybody. See you next video. Bye, everybody.